Hey guys, this is the Bangkok Bagger, or if you want to call it the Honda Goldwing. And today's video is going to be about is the Honda Goldwing the right bike for you? So let's get into it right now. Alright guys, so we're going to talk about the Bangkok Bagger and the Honda Goldwing. And I've got my little list here, and we're going to kind of go over a little bit of whether the Honda Goldwing is right for you. So what I've done is kind of a little list here, whatever. Basically, you want to look at what kind of riding do you want to do. Are you looking at doing the freeways? You're looking at doing back roads? You're looking at doing off-road, two tracks, dirt roads, those kinds of things. You kind of have to look at that. Kind of give you the pros and the cons, at least what I have found, and I've owned it now for 6 weeks and stuff, so we can kind of give you an idea of what I think of it. Number one, storage. It has a ton of storage, a lot of storage already built in. You don't have to add bags. You don't have to do anything like that. Comfort. It definitely has the comfort. It's it's got a nice comfortable seat. It's got nice pegs. It's got riding pegs. It's got a radio. It's got the cruise. It's got the air rides. So those are definitely all super pros. You can ride any freeway or any expressway or anything like that. I mean, it's got 100 horsepower. It'll do 100 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour, 75 mile an hour without even a flinch. I mean, it'll bump 75 mile an hour and you don't even know it. So it's a very indestructible engine. The engine is almost bulletproof. Somebody the other day said, "Wow, nice Goldwing," and they kind of knew a little bit about it, and they said that engine is indestructible. You can put a bullet through that thing and it'll still continue to run, and that's almost completely true. Yeah, like I said, it can go 60, 70, 80 mile an hour. That's not me. If anybody knows me and has known me, I'm 55 mile an hour. That's all I've ever driven in my vehicles. That's all I've ever driven in motorcycles. That's all I've ever driven in anything. I'm just a 55, 60 mile an hour. That's me. I just don't go that fast. It's got a great charging system on it, so it can really charge an awful lot of stuff. That alternator is punching out 14.6 volts because I've tested it. Like I said, it's got a little small car alternator, so its charging system is unbelievable. Doesn't have a stator. The old 1200 has a stator, 1100 has a stator, but the 1500 has an actual alternator. It's made for two riders. It's built for two people. It's got comfort for both people, so it's great in that regard. Most of them come with a trailer hitch, and this one does come with a trailer hitch, so you can put a trailer on that thing and tow a little more stuff on it. I wouldn't mind having a trailer that has the fold-out camper, but they're $1,500-$1,600. Maybe you might luck out and find them for $1,200-$1,300, but that would be amazing in many ways because you can just pull into a Walmart, go in the back area and pop that thing out, or a parking lot, and actually stay. So now we're going to go over to the cons of it, and it comes in many, many, many colors. It doesn't have the most. It's not the most pretty, I guess, or very cool looking bike. On the con side, it's too heavy. It's just absolutely a beast. At 900 pounds, it is so gall darn heavy. It's just crazy. It actually has too much power. At 100 horsepower, it's got too much power for somebody like myself. I'm riding single, and I'm riding off-road and, back roads and things of that nature. Too much plastic on it. It has way too much plastic. It takes you 4 hours to get all the plastic off just to get in there and do stuff. Just to change an air filter is a 2-hour job. So that is a bad thing. It's not a simple bike to work on. It really is not. It's very difficult to get to the stuff you need to get anything done. That's what I have found. Again, it's not an off-road bike. It's just not designed for that. It's just too damn big and heavy. It's not the Dakar or the BMW Dakar or the BMW GS. It's just not something like it's not a KLR 650. It's not a tenor. It's not the African Twin. It's just not that kind of thing. Um, I'm running all back roads. That's where the adventure is, and that's where the sights are. Riding the freeway, you might as well get a vehicle. I mean, that's just where it's at. It's a little too tall for me, and again, you're on that air ride. You got to release the air to get. I'd be able to put flat-footed. I'm 5'10". That's a little bit difficult with a heavy bike. If you jump down to a 500-pound bike or a 400 and some pound bike, you got a little bit better. You can tippy-toe it a little bit more, in my opinion. And probably the one big con that I have with it is the gas mileage is horrible in my opinion for a motorcycle. You're doing a motorcycle trip and everything, and you're doing it for really one of the big things is you want gas mileage. You want 50 to 60 miles per gallon. That's what you're looking at, because that's what makes this a very cheap adventure, and it doesn't do that. At 31 miles to the gallon, with the van, I'm getting 26 miles to the gallon at 55 mile an hour. I've done it, and and look at the comfort I have with that. I mean, why would I discomfort myself for another 4 miles or 5 miles per gallon? It's just crazy. Now, gas prices have come down because I think it's because of the election or whatever the case may be. Who the hell knows what it is? But anyway, gas is down to $2.90 here in our area, and I'm hoping it's going to continue to go down. I'm hoping that this trip, I can almost put it back to a full tank on $7, and that's really, really nice. So again, I'm able to have the gas down enough to sacrifice that gas mileage and have a little bit more comfort. So anyway, those are just some of the things that I have found in the 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever I've had this Honda Goldwing. Is this the motorcycle that I will continue to have? No, I will do this trip, but my kind of motorcycle is definitely an adventure motorcycle, at least for the next 5 years. I want something that I can run 2 tracks, I can run a trail, I can run dirt roads, gravel roads. I can get off the beaten path. I can go back in on a lake and camp. I can maneuver that through the woods. That's the bike I'm looking at. Really, I'm looking at about a 650 to a 700 cc motorcycle, because I don't plan on I would never carry anyone anyway on a motorcycle. That's not my thing. I won't even canoe with another person. They need to get their own canoe and paddle their own situation. Get their own motorcycle and ride their own thing. Even if I had a girlfriend or whatever, I would definitely we would get a bike for her. We would train her. Maybe if she'd go to the class or whatever. But we do everything for her to ride her own bike. I think it's so much better. I think you're going to get along. You're going to have a better trip. You're going to add a little bit more on the fuel, that kind of thing, maybe a little bit more on repairs and stuff like that, because you have 2 bikes. But I still think it's the only way to go, in my opinion. I would never ride somebody on a bike. I've never really done it, except way back in the day when I had the Honda Dream, a 1967 or something like that Honda Dream. I had my sister, but she weighed about 80 pounds. It was a whole different ball game. And even then, I didn't like it either. I just don't care to have a rider, 2 people on a bike. I don't like it at all. No way for me. I want somebody to have their own bike. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But anyway, we've got about a week to go, and we're out of here. Matter of fact, a week from today, and we're out of here. So I wanted to get another video up, and we are going to try and... we've put the tire on, and I filmed some of that, putting the tire on. I did it myself, and I just ran it out, and they balanced it for me for $10. So that was a way to do that. So anyway, and we are going to run out and do one night overnight camp with the bike. We're just gathering things up, all the stuff that we need. We're going to have a lot of stuff. The biggest thing is going to be, the hard thing is going to be the electronics. I've got 2 or 3 cameras. I've got the drone. I've got cables galore. I've got a foldable solar panel. I've got cables and charging cables and all that stuff. It's just going to be a massive amount of junk, and I shouldn't say junk, but you know what I mean, to be able to continue putting out videos and videoing this trip and all that stuff. But anyway, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow this thing. We're going to do basically a motorcycle coast to coast, New York, California. That's the plan, and with a big little dippy do in Florida, and they have some fun down there. I hope you like my new scarf. I love it. I feel like a pilot when I'm riding the bike. It's flopping in the wind. I feel like Nigel Carruthers, the adventurous pilot. I don't know. It seems fun to me. But anyway, subscribe, comment, share, be a part of the trip and everything. If you want to donate to the project and the trip, there's be a link down there for the Venmo, PayPal, and that kind of thing. Appreciate all your guys' support. We'll see you soon in a few days on the next video. Peace out from the Wayne Diaries.